begin the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Into the secondary on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt they want to come out here and test the secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Trying play action. Here's the heat. Chunk it away just as he was hit.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Right down the middle. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Tulane. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
Really nice looking throw there, and traditionally the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game, and if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Got the back over the middle. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to commute that.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. And the defense got him at the 27.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front the point of attack.
Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Now improvising. On the run, fires downfield. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Tulane right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense changing the play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Thanks to grab. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Powers through the defender. There he goes. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man out of the backfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, better look out. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense, forcing it with the assist from the wet.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Tulane right back to the line. Motion from the back. He's looking to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Hunt. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete on third down.
Just got to have better awareness. Wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Green Wave. Haul that baby in and then stroll it into the end zone for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
The give to the left side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tulane comes to the line, needing less than a yard on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. At the 45, on its way. And finally, out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Tulane right back to the line. Handoff to the lone back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on fourth down. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Keep it on the ground. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off play action on first down. Quarterback moving. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make it.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Tulane right back to the line.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really...
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. A full dive to haul that one in. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw again. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to surge it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. And the Bruins buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fears the pressure. Flips it out in the flat. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Offense in a split backfield. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
The play action fake. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Finds his big tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Bannon. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Lowers those pads. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Oh my, he just shanked that one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Might be changing the route. They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the deep Refuse to lose contain. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the missed connection on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great place to start for this offense.
42, Spider.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Lasso. Lasso.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Hits the crease. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Rides the back on the option to give. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw for it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're facing a third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Got his man to the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and he will... of the first down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll go to the ground. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Oh, he makes the catch. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. Leaves it with the running back. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. He might want another play. Fouls through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Connection to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things.
He smashes his way through again. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Give to the running back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Tulane right back to the line. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a